What up? What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jess, and today we may or may not have some big news. So, if you're looking at your screen right now, you see that we are showcasing Airwolf's Twitter account. Now, if you have no idea who he is, you can look at his description, and you can see he's affiliated with EA and the MUT development team and all that fun stuff. Now, we're taking a look at who he's following. Right, so he's following Gilbert Brown, he's following Torrey Holt, Brian Westbrook, Brett Favre, Chad Johnson. Now you may say to yourself, okay, who cares who he's following? But the homie Plax did a little digging up, and we think that these are the possible legends coming out later. Because if we take a look at who he's following, right? Again, all these guys here, Gilbert Brown was released yesterday as a legend. Torrey Holt, as you can take a look right here, is indeed in Madden Mobile already as a legend. So this kind of gives hope that the other guys are also possibly coming in this year's Madden as a legend. So if this is true, if this all adds up, it looks like possibly, if not this year, in the near future, Ocho Cinco, Favre, and Brian Westbrook will be coming to a Ultimate Team near you. Now, Torrey Holt has been one of the more requested guys that I can think of the past few years that a lot of people have been asking about. So to see him in Madden Mobile is cool. You know, if you guys got Madden Mobile, you guys can confirm this. This is a screenshot that Plax sent me. I believe he actually went out to Madden Mobile himself and got this image. So if you are in Madden Mobile, you can probably concur that he is indeed available there, which means it won't be too long before he's out in console. So I thought it would be dope to give you guys a preview of you know, the cars may be looking like, because I'm really excited for these legends if they were to come out. The homie afroPig went ahead and got me these custom cars. His link is in the description. Do me a favor, check out his YouTube, hit him up with a subscribe. He whipped up these cards in a matter of like an hour. He also does, as you're about to see, custom cards, I believe like overlays, banners. Hit him up, man. Definitely awesome at what he does. And let's take a look at, you know, some of the future legends we got possibly coming up. Right here we got Brett Favre, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, a quarterback that I hated seeing going up against my Niners back in the mid-90s. Brett Favre was just an absolute monster. It seemed like every time he stepped up inside the pocket and threw the ball, it was a completion. Very frustrating to go up against the Packers back then. Brett Favre holds, you know, a lot of records for damn near almost everything. You know, one of the most hardest throwing quarterbacks in NFL history. This guy threw lasers. A lot of people really would love Brett Favre in the game. Personally, I think he's probably going to be just as good as like a Kurt Warner kind of. You know, he's going to have amazing throw power, good accuracy, but he's not going to be too fast. And unfortunately, as you guys know in Madden, people prefer speed. You know, people would rather probably play. I mean, they'll try him out because he's a new card. But eventually they'll lean towards the Cam Newtons, the Russell Westbrook, wrong sport, Nelson, the Russell Wilsons, the you know, Mariotas, just because people love speed and they love running around. But Brett Favre is definitely, look how good and clean this card is, man. Shout out to afroPig, man. Link is in the description. Click his YouTube, man. Show that boy some love, man. Brett Favre has been asked about for a while, and I would definitely stand in the pocket with this bad boy and throw lasers. Chad Johnson, Chad Ocho Cinco, was definitely in his prime, one of the most dominant receivers in the NFL. Somebody who year after year after year was just one of the best of the league. You know, had very good speed, could beat you over the top, wasn't afraid to go over the middle. And he was definitely one of my favorite receivers to watch. And this right here, it would be a card that I know a lot of people would have fun playing with, because, you know, Ocho Cinco was, and I mean, he's more known for like his antics and celebration, things like that. But on the field, he was somebody who played hard, man. Somebody that you had to respect, whether you liked him or not. You had to respect his work ethic, how hard he worked, and how much you know, he put towards his craft. And he was definitely one of the best receivers in the NFL at his prime. Like I said, he could beat you over the top with his speed, and he was fearless a lot, man. Definitely not afraid to go over the middle. If you guys never seen his YouTube video of him getting hit by Ray Lewis on a goal line play, type in Chad Johnson Ray Lewis, and you'll see it. It's one of the funniest things in the world. So I think it was like a goal line fade, or I'm not sure what it was. But Chad Johnson decides to see Ray Lewis, and he tried to block him. And Ray Lewis hit sticks him to death, and he damn near kills him. And he goes to the sideline all shaken up. And he said, I tried to hit Ray Lewis when he wasn't looking. It didn't work out too well. You see me. It didn't work out. He killed him. But Chad Johnson, definitely a receiver I would love to have on my team. And if this is true, I'm definitely looking forward to putting Ocho Cinco on the Lizard Squadron. As you guys already seen, Torrey Holt should be arriving this year, because I believe, like I said, he's already in Madden Mobile. Definitely an amazing receiver. Back in the day, the greatest show on turf, when they had Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk, their offense was one of the most dominant offenses, in the NFL. And they end up reaching the Super Bowl and end up winning the Super Bowl. I believe they beat the Titans, if I'm not mistaken. That's where the Titans end up getting 1 yard shy of, I believe, would they have tied the game or won? I'm not sure. But 1 yard shy of reaching the end zone in the very last play. And their offense was explosive. Kurt Warner was just came out of nowhere, burst on the scene, and he had this offense looking damn near unstoppable. And as a 49er fan, being a fan of the NFC West, I had to see this offense twice a year, and it was not fun because, Marshall Faulk was just disgusting. And then you got to worry about Hope and Isaac Bruce, and it was just a four-piece combo that was freaking really, really, really not fun to watch if you're a non-Rams fan going up against them. Definitely not fun to watch. And Torrey Holt, again, it's somebody a lot of people, the community, have been asking for a lot. Here is who I would be more excited about over all the players. Brian Westbrook was one of my favorite running backs, and is of all time. This little shifty bastard was amazing at everything he did. One of the better catching running backs in NFL history. This guy, I remember having him on my fantasy team and just wrecking havoc. He did everything. There's nothing he could not do. He was a 3-down back and somebody who could get you 117 rushing yards, a touchdown, 4 receptions, and 63 yards. He was disgusting. And I'm back with him and McNabb. McNabb is also one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. If I had a top 5 player list of guys who I want back, one, if you guys know me, is Terrell Owens, first and foremost. But Donovan McNabb is top 5. I love Donovan McNabb. I definitely think he's a Hall of Famer. Maybe he is already. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with football. Madden's been taking over my life. But Donovan McNabb is one, to me, one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever watched. He did kind of like what I remember Tom Brady doing, so much with almost nothing. You're talking about he had like Avant, and he had he just had a bunch of really nobodies. No disrespect to his receiving core, but he didn't have that big explosive one guy. Until T.O. got there, and we all know what they ended up making to the Super Bowl there, and was very, very close there. But Donovan McNabb still continued to carry his team into the postseason multiple times with an offense that just revolved around him and Westbrook, with pretty much no Pro Bowl type receivers. And I love McNabb. Oh my goodness, do I love McNabb. I every Sunday I would sit there and just look at, because the internet wasn't popular back then with streaming NFL games. I would always just look at my fantasy score and look at the highlights and just watch McNabb and just be like, wow, man, McNabb is freaking incredible. But Brian Westbrook was a huge part of that, man. One of my favorite running backs, and man, would I be excited to have Brian Westbrook in this game. So we may have a possible legend leak. If it doesn't happen, don't be mad at me, but it's possible. It just may happen. And if it does, I'm really excited about Westbrook over everybody. And but in order, it will be Westbrook, Ocho Cinco, Holt, and then Favre. Let me know if you guys are excited if any of these come true. It's your boy GS. We're going to go on ahead and be signing out. Peace.